This is my story. Lucio, thank you very much for doing this for the organization. I think this is an opportunity for people to hear your story and I guess encourage other leaders to come out and give their story and inspire others to become nurse leaders.
It's actually a pleasure and an honor to be part of it.
Okay, so do you want to walk and like
Oh,
sit down?
definitely. Sure.
And like, I know that you're from Brazil, and can you just tell me a little something about, how you started in healthcare?
Oh yeah, actually since I was a kid I have always loved to care for people. I think being in healthcare means that you care not only for people's health but also for their soul. Somehow you feel connected to and you feel obligated to be part of their story when we're talking about caring for them and improving their lifestyle. But I was actually in Brazil. When I was in Brazil, I graduated and I became OBGYN.
A physician?
Yes.
Oh wow!
I worked for 12 years in Brazil as an OBGYN, and I decided to come to this country actually after plenty discussion with my family who already lived here. And when I came here, I realized that it would take a long time for me to actually get licensed here and to start working as a physician. When someone approached me, actually a good friend, and said, why don't you go to become a nurse practitioner? And initially it was like, oh, that's interesting. I had never heard about being a nurse practitioner, or actually I've never thought about working as a nurse. How much I was actually in love with nursing.
Wow!
And actually, and when I saw how physicians work and compare my experience as a physician back in Brazil with my experience as a nurse here at that time as a nursing student, I was like, I need to be a nurse. I really want to be a nurse. I want to pursue a nursing career, and I want to actually be part of my patients' lives.
Wow.
Behind the scenes commanding the show, but we are the main players. We are the front line of care. And I understood how important I could actually try to move
To
all the
impact
back
the lives
the life of
of
those
people.
patients.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's the word, to impact the life of those patients.
Do you want to start walking? Because it
Oh,
seems
definitely.
like
That's good.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah. After that, I started pursuing my bachelor's degree in nursing in this country, and I went to Kane University when I got my bachelor's degree in nursing, and I start realizing that I could impact more than just one patient at a time as a nurse. Not being just the clinician, but being the leader of a group of clinicians. As a nurse leader or a nurse educator, you can impact a bigger group of patients through educating your staff, being present, and also to participating in the care of all the patients that staff is caring for.
And I guess my question to you is, like, how was that struggle? Was there any struggle for you? Like, you were a physician back home and then coming here to start all over again to that, to become a nurse and then eventually become a nurse leader. How was that? How was that for you?
Actually, there was a clash of two different professions that complement each other, and I want to just highlight in bold letters that we complement each other's profession.
Wow. Yes, absolutely. I do agree with that.
It's not that the nurses are below or above the doctors. We complement each other, and we work together with just one goal: patient outcome. Realize how could I approach the doctor more more actually
Collaborative?
collaboratively to influence to that care. That when I realized that I needed to step up. Clash turned into a beneficial thing that ended up becoming so influential to patient care that while I was a nurse in the ICU, I received the Daisy Award.
Wow.
That
okay.
was actually
What's that?
The Daisy Awards at Excellence in Nursing, and I was appointed by actually a family member and also a group of my colleagues who actually determined that I was so collaborative with the team and the physicians that I deserved to have the award, and also the family highlighted the idea that during all the time that the physician was in the room, I was also there and adding up to what the physician was actually trying to educate the family about.
You have an amazing story, and I think that it'll inspire others. I guess my last question to you, Lucio, is among everything that you've achieved in your professional career, why join an organization of nurse executives and leaders? Why was it important to you to join the organization?
The only way to change, you cannot change anything as an individual. The only way to change the status quo of nursing and actually to bring nursing to a higher level than it is right now.
To pursue the future of nursing, yeah.
And to see nursing as actually to reach the maximum capacity and capability as the career it is as a group. So professional groups are the only way to collaboratively reach success. There's no other way. Individually, we can build little steps, but to build a huge ladder to achieve the peak.
I totally agree.
It's through a professional organization like the one that I joined. That it's amazing.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I am even more amazed by your story because honestly, I don't even hear anything about yourself, that you're doing this about yourself, but you're actually pursuing joining the organization so that you can impact the population, impact the patients, and having that like collaborative environment with all the nurse leaders here in New York. It's, you know, great minds coming together and converging together, coming up with ideas, best practices to pursue and to help other nurse leaders to think that way, to, you know, it just brings you closer towards the achievement of patient safety and excellence and embracing outcomes and embracing, you know, the advanced practice of nurses. And when I say advanced practice, is not pursuing a degree, but, you know, holding nurses to that pinnacle and pinnacle of like partnership in the evolution of healthcare nowadays.
Oh, definitely. And actually, to tell you the truth, it's so important that we leaders, we educate ourselves as an organization, as individuals, because the staff look up to us. They look at us and say, they use us as mirrors. They look at us and they say, that the way that my organization wants, my hospital, my healthcare team wants that I act. So we need to be role models. And to be a role model takes a lot. And to be a role model, you have to have a great structure behind you.
And you need other nurse leaders to back you up, to be
Support
there for
you.
you, to support you, and embrace you when you're down, and help you achieve the goals that you set for your institution and for yourself.
Create strategies.
Yep.
I strongly encourage you to join this organization, not only for your personal growth, but also for the growth of nursing as a profession. My name is Lucio, and I'm a nursing leader.